I started today from meeting with Enrique where we were talking about the decentralized ledger architecture. As we have developed already some stuff, but we decided that as far as right now, we need to implement them into the mobile application. That was a good beginning. Right now, we need to actually move to creating the whole scope, the whole architecture of the whole system. As I've built already a few different chunks of it. I've built as well the whole bigger picture of really simplified architecture. Now, what we need to do is to make sure that together we can provide a detailed explanation module by module, layer by layer, comprehensive architecture where we'll be able to really show to developers, to people who are going to build it, where we are going, how we are trying to build it, and really set up the whole plan of building that whole the decentralized ledger that we want to build, the whole system really that will be using the decentralized ledger and few other technologies that will allow people like you and me and allow businesses to first of all decentralize our data, so take control of our data. So me, you, everyone else, normal people, average people will be able to take the ownership of data from big organizations like Facebook, Google, and the government and banks, and also for organizations, for small businesses who right now are struggling quite a lot actually in protecting their data or their users' data from cyber attacks. What we are going to provide to them is the system that will allow them to actually not store any data in one place, which will allow them to not worry about any kind of cyber attacks because they won't store any data. They will get an access to the data, but they won't have to worry about it because they won't store it. Therefore, even if there will be any cyber attacks to those small, medium-sized companies, they won't actually lose any of the data of their users. And that's what we are actually doing in Uniflow as well. We are not storing any of your data. We are just helping you managing the data. And in this way, we want to actually change how people interact with data, how people think about their data, and how decisions are made in the current society. And so yeah, that was the first meeting I had. It was an hour meeting because later on I had a meeting with Nikiruka and Fortune where we were talking about the web development. That was another hour. Then I had another meeting with Ravin. And there was another half an hour meeting. After that, I had a meeting with our new joiner, Nelam. She is a senior front-end developer and she's going to help Nikiruka in development of web application for those small and medium businesses. And then I had an hour break for doing my own stuff and trying to actually organize all of the tasks after all of those meetings for the guys. So I had an hour to actually organize all of that stuff, and then I moved to the meeting with mobile team where I met again with Ravin, with Shivam. Chris didn't manage to join today, and we literally discussed all of the stuff that Ravin needs to finish by tomorrow. But to do that, Shivam needs to actually correct some stuff by tomorrow as well. So fingers crossed. After that, I had another 2-hour meeting with David where we were discussing the last steps for the development of shares. So we are developing something that will allow those small and medium businesses also to sell their ownership in their company. They will want to the normal people like you and me. So if you will want to be partial owner of your hairdresser that you are going every month, or to the local shop that you would like to support and you would like to be a partial owner of it, you will be able to do it if that small or medium business will want to allow you to actually buy their shares. So that's one of the solutions. And again, it's all owned either by you or either by that small business. Nothing is owned by Uniflow. Uniflow is only here to really support and give the ownership of everything and just help manage all of the assets and all of the data to those entities, which is people and companies. And yeah, then I had a dinner, and after the dinner, I really focused on actually messaging to investors, or more than messaging, I was trying to actually comment and build some kind of relationship with them. So I was commenting quite a lot for past 3 hours on different posts that they were posting. I actually managed to create around 10 different comments for 10 different investors, which is great. And I'm still actually doing that. I'm still going through it. I have 3 more profiles to go for today. And later on, I will start sending some messages, or maybe trying to actually invite more investors to go and build that relationship with them. Today is 15th of May. It's 10 past 10, and that was wrap up of my day. Thank you very much for today. Good night, and I see you tomorrow.